The event is a stew for the senses, a visual spectacle with grown men and women donning dazzling sci-fi and comic book couture. And with the soundtrack of impromptu performances around the convention hotels, the festival known as DragonCon celebrates that which is otherworldly, in spaces that are often slammed full of humanity.
Keep going down, keep moving to your left and around this way.
You really do have to take the good with the evil of humanity to love DragonCon. It's not good for people who are claustrophobic.
Which leads us to the not-so-secret story within DragonCon.
You can actually have somebody that's going to talk to you and relate to you.
No matter how bad you smell.
You just have to kind of hold your breath.
So here's the thing about DragonCon. It's not only Atlanta's strangest convention, but in all likelihood, it's the city's most fragrant convention. Just sniff around.
I know some of them may smell like Carista the skunk.
So how would you describe his,
His special scent?
yeah.
He's gonna smell very ripe.
There are several reasons for this fragrant phenomenon. One is obvious. Latex, synthetic fur, and plastic don't exactly breathe.
I got sweat coming down my face.
If you did smell yourself, what do you think you would smell right now?
Oh, like ripe roses.
Ripe roses?
Yes, the sheer bulk of costumes does limit the airflow.
So you endorse chainmail then to keep cool?
And it's not for everybody, I'll say that.
Just jump right in!
There are also the close quarters, friendly and heavily scented.
Is like being in a boxcar at the turn of the century. It's so smelly and tight, and you feel like you're supposed to be going somewhere, but you're going nowhere, and all you can smell is the person in front of you.
When you get enclosed in an elevator, you can't escape it.
And the worst thing would have to be the elevators.
When you're enclosed in an elevator, the con stench gets really bad.
Aren't you glad you used dial?
Don't you wish they ended it out with the badges?
Yes.
But the greatest cause for olfactory alarm may be due to shortcuts in hygiene.
And half of the people have a hotel room, but the other half are people who basically spend the entire night curled up in a ball somewhere. So they basically, as I said, stew in their own juices. It's pretty much the stinkiest thing I've ever encountered in my entire life.
A lot of the time it's the people that aren't in costume that end up having the most stench.
Every time I go to DragonCon, it smells like feet.
DragonCon!
Yet veterans of this absurdly popular event say the good always outweighs the whiff of the not-so-good.
And you just have to embrace it and accept it and hope that your sensory glands shut down for a little bit.
In downtown Atlanta,
Also, the smell of liquor.
Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.